Okay, looking at our last one here, notice that this one in front has some negative. So I've got my original parent graph of y equals x squared. Let's see what happens when I throw a negative in front. Notice this time I have 6 tables to work through to just kind of watch what different changes happen with different numbers in front. So there's a positive 2, there's a negative in front, there's a negative 2. Let's see what changes this time. We've seen a right shift, a left shift. We've seen an up shift and a down shift. All right, let's look at this guy. Negative 2 squared. So notice that my input has a negative and there's a negative in front. So ignoring this front negative for just a second, pretend like that's not even there, negative 2 squared would become positive 4. But there's a negative out front. So that's going to be a negative 4 in the final result. 1 squared is going to become 1, but there's a negative out front. So my output's now negative 1. Negative 0 squared is just 0. Negative 1 squared is 1 with a negative out front. Negative 2 squared is 4 with that negative out front. And negative 3 squared is negative 9. So we've got all these negatives now. Let's go see what happens on the graph. Maybe you already predicted this. We're going back 2 and down 1, 2, 3, 4. It went down this time. Negative 1, negative 1. Still have the dot at the origin because there's no constant at the end. It's just a negative x squared. Then 1, negative 1. Then 2, negative 4. Then 3, negative 9. And you can also put this symmetrical dot. We, my folks, have an upside down parabola. Are you like really good at writing one side of the parabola but not the other like me? Like one side just doesn't work? Okay, there you go, something like that. Okay, there's my red graph. It became an upside down parabola. Let's go do the negative 2 squared next. I'm going purple for that one. Negative 2 squared means when I'm plugging in negative times negative 2 is 4. So this back part yields a 4. 4 times negative 2 gives me negative 8. Negative 1 squared is 1. 1 times negative 2. 0 squared is 0. 0 times 2. 1 squared is 1. 1 times negative 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 2. 3 squared is 9. Times negative 3. What is wrong with me right now? 3 squared is 9. 9 times 3 is negative 27. We're not even going to be able to fit that one on the graph. Let's go put the rest of the purple dots on. Negative 2, negative 8. Negative 1, negative 2. Wow, it's turning out inside of the red graph. 0, 0, still at the origin. 1, negative 2. And 2, negative 8. Little tiny skinnier graph, skinnier parabola inside the red graph. Go ahead and write narrower. The negative 2 out front made my graph narrower. Interesting. We also noticed this one made it upside down. Okay, let's go do the positive 2x squared and the positive 1/2 squared and see what happens. I'm going pink graph.